please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome back to a Megon 2 Electric Boogaloo. Today we're going to be doing a response video for a video seen via Alan Roberts, retweeted by Julian the Baker. Alan Roberts tweeted the video out with "People losing weight is disappointing," retweeted by Julian with "This screams where I can't lose weight and I see other people that have, so I'm going to make a video for attention to the fact that I'm sad someone lost weight. Grow the F up, reality exists, gravity exists, and facts don't care about your feelings." But feels before reals, Julian. The TikTok account being shared about is Fat Self-Care, with 17,000 followers, quite a lot of likes, content around the pride area and body acceptance, fat positivity, whatever it's called. Yeah, that. We're going to respond to the video that was shared, but also an additional video I found of interest from that TikTok account. So do buckle up, brace yourselves, the logic is going to be flawless, from them of course. For me it's just going to be hateful, because I'm a dickhead.
This is a content warning real quick. Anybody who does not want to hear me process about my feelings of seeing people get weight loss surgery, skip.
You know, there might be a chance, a slim one, that you and I might agree on something here when it comes to weight loss surgery. I know people, YouTubers especially, who are using it as a hook, a way of saying, I can't be asked to put in the effort, so I'm going to cut a corner. Now there are many people in many different walks of life who will do that. Others do it as an aid, commit to it, and change their lives truly. Others use a form of surgery post-weight loss. Because if you've been, let's say, naturally a 168 person, you've blown up to 320, which isn't that much compared to others I know, but I'm using a little scale comparative, okay? But then you lose all the weight and you go back down to like 195. Your body's still holding on to excess skin. You're going to want to consider having some surgery. You should pay for it yourself though, because you made the mistake and of course you should be the one to rectify it. But no, in short, I'm not going to skip your video. It's too tasty to avoid.
Okay. I just want to talk about the collective grief of seeing people that you have trusted in this fat liberation space.
Oh no, she's doing a Valley Girl voice. And what the hell's a fat liberation space? You know, half the time I'm told fat is a pejorative, other times I'm told it's empowering depending on who uses it. It feels like exclusionary language, and there are a number of words that people can't say from certain groups because of that same reason. It's quite strange to see it used on the word fat. But fat liberation space on the, well, face of it is a peculiar turn of phrase, and I have a feeling you're about to lean towards the path of, but your life is so much better if you just stay fat.
Changing their bodies. Participating in diet culture.
All of which I'm sure must be considered a hate crime by somebody. Should I go put my Judge Moist outfit on for you? Perhaps sentence those now skinny folk, who are fatties in disguise, to life, eating duck fat, until they are back to their pleasantly plump and natural size, and totally not brought on by eating far too many calories, doing sod all. While I know you like to portray yourself as such by posting videos of yourself at the gym, you're still not burning enough calories. Going to the gym is what you do to be healthy. Don't try and confuse people. I am far too smart to be fooled by these rather pathetic displays of exercise.
Getting weight loss surgery. And how hard that is to see, and how much grief it can feel.
How much of an attention-seeking brat are you that when someone else does something for themselves, you make it about you? It may hurt you that others have made a choice to improve their lives, while you want to race to the bottom by being as large as you can be. But for others, they want to live longer, healthier, fuller lives. Lives you will not have the heavier you are. You are restricted, you are constricted, your life is reduced. Your ability to participate in many things is greatly reduced. I've already said reduced, constricted, restricted. It's all the same thing, but spoken differently. Apparently I'm being a poet right now. Essentially, it's not okay to be your size long term. Making it about yourself screams of, give me attention.
To see your community change.
For the better. But also, no community is immutable, unchangeable. People will come and go. Time does that to people. You don't all experience the same health concerns at the same time. Circumstances for the individual basically change. It is called, well, I've already said it, time. Immutable facts of life. No single second is repeated, because once it's gone, it is in the past. And everything with a beginning has an end. You want to make that end as far away from you as possible.
And so I just want to give a moment and a breath to say that if you're feeling grief around this and it's triggering you, you are not alone.
You do content on belly fold stuff and fake gym content. I'm not here to judge the size of your community because it's your own business. You have a website and everything, and do not send hassle, harassment, or anything like that to this person. Be better than that. But you're upset when someone leaves it? You made a whole TikTok about it. The title of it is A Moment to Process the Collective Grief of Seeing Fat Folks Get Weight Loss Surgery. How is this grief?
You are not alone. Fatness isn't a disease.
You're right, but a number of conditions are caused because of being fat. Being fat is a personal choice. Possibly for some, a hormonal imbalance, or an issue with mobility that prevents you from doing anything, enabling you to burn the calories necessary to match what you intake. But for the most part, it is a personal choice.
And I see you. You're not alone. It's a lot of grief to experience.
When you are so deluded by your ideology, you fail to grasp the concept of person's individual choice and how a mind can effectively change given time. The individual context of why someone would leave your community or get weight loss surgery is key. But by doing this, you have shown intolerance and a lack of understanding towards those people that make that choice. Instead, thinking in a patronizing and rather condescending manner that it is something to grieve akin to that of a funeral. Oh my god, here we have, dearly beloved, 100 pounds of someone's body fat. The BMI of 55 plus. Rest in peace, you look so alone and fat. On to the second video.
Hi angels, so I want to talk about something it's not always talked about when we talk about fat self-care. The fact that when we divest from diet culture...
Just in case some of you don't know what diet culture is defined as according to Within Health. Diet culture promotes restriction, obsession around food and exercise, avoiding and stigmatizing fatness, and anxiety about the social, physical, and romantic consequences of failing to perform these behaviors. It's considered problematic by some because of it considered to promote fear, shame, and guilt about food choices. I couldn't disagree with this more. As someone that regularly lives within a fairly restricted diet, yeah, I don't eat much junk food, let's go with that, alright? It's not out of fear or shame, it's because I don't want to be fat. Simple as that. I don't want to be fat, so I won't be. It is not fear, shame, or guilt. It is simply, I like what I am right now. To treat it as problematic is to attempt to deny the reality of science.
That things get easier or clearer. They actually can get way more confusing because when we are entrenched in diet culture, there's something, someone, some plan telling us what to do, how to do it, and when to do it.
How would you know? I don't suppose you have a citation for this, or are you asserting it based on the diet plans you see some have pinned up in gyms that you occasionally go to those crappy little weightlifting videos, to Star Wars music, which is why I muted it when I played it first time around. Having someone there to guide you, to keep you on track, is not a bad thing. If your choice, which is what it is to look after yourself or be the best version of you. The way you frame these arguments in many of your videos is disingenuous, can be argued in some instances to be a form of strawmanning, an absolutist mentality with a smidge of gaslighting. Is that enough buzzwords for you?
And when we divest from that, we are left to our own devices. We have total freedom, but we can't forget that the brainwashing that diet culture already did to confuse us out of realizing that...
Brainwashing? Really? When I said condescending earlier, I meant patronizing, deluded, imbecilic.
Can we trust ourselves? Am I a trustworthy person? Do I know anything?
For you, in the context of these two videos we are responding to, the answer is no. Negatory, nada, budkiss, zero, never.
And so if you're feeling confused around choice, I just want to say keep going, because this is part of it.
If you are the type to be left to your own devices, and you cannot control the urge to not eat as much or to exercise as much, you need help. You should not be left to your own devices. That's not to say someone should control you, but you should willingly want to seek out help and comfort from those who will support you, whether that be on a weight loss journey, or whether that be to make sure you don't have to go food shopping 3 to 5 times a week.
And I do believe it does get easier, but I think there's so many layers to work through that who knows what layer will come next.
Why are you trying to make this sound more complicated than this is? This isn't like peeling a magic onion. It is well documented what happens next and next and next when it comes to a diet culture. These things are recorded, referenced, studied. The same applies to those who are not within the diet culture, the problematic community. A great example of that is the cycle of Amberlynn Reid, the mukbanging extraordinaire. She's what happens when you pretend to try for 10 years.
So I just want to give you a moment to say you're doing a great job. And if it's confusing, that's part of this. And no, it's not fair, but yes, it is how things are.
Not everything has to be a tautology. You are disingenuous. You're also condescending. Your videos showing you working out are odd, mostly because the effort is minimal. Quite frankly, your form isn't great either. You rail diet culture while you partly participate within it. You dip your toes in, as it were. It leads me to believe that your interpretation of what a normal, healthy, happy life is the very antithesis, the anathema, to what the majority of people would believe a healthy, happy, normal life is.